Surely. Surely. I would love to be like, yo, they learned a lot. I would love to come out of here saying this. I hate having to be the bad guy, so. We have a screen here. This is great. Streamer mode. Uh-oh. What do you think that is? So you can see the L here already. They're not giving us why. What does it do? Help us. Streamer mode is a language that you made up. It's like saying, imagine this developer came in here for a second, right? Because we get so locked into our own work that everybody on the team gets confused and not one person said this, right? If this developer came in here and I made up my own word and I said, and I just looked at him waiting for a response, they would look at me like I'm the crazy one, right? They wouldn't think they're the crazy one. They would think I'm the crazy one because I don't have the intelligence to know that they don't understand what I'm saying, right? I don't have the awareness. A lot of times as developers, we forget this. We make up our own language, but we don't teach it to the player. We don't have tooltips. We have nothing. What does this look like? Because you guys are going like, huh, is that true? What does this look like? Sometimes we call it vulnerable. Sometimes we call it burn. Sometimes we call it extravagate, extraction. We make up these words, right? And we're supposed to just know what the keyword means. We forget that this is a different language that we don't understand yet. You didn't give us the parameters. Streamer mode, is this changing the music? Is this changing the particle effect to make it easier to stream? What is this doing? Now, this is just a small example that's not that important, but the point is to take the source of what we're talking about and realize that it is really important because it shows up everywhere in our game. A lot of choices here. This is very good. Precision jumping. Again, what the hell does that mean? You're just making up words. What does that mean? This is a really good menu. It has a lot here, but it's also just not explaining anything. Perfect for new roguelike? Don't you dare use that word. Okay, so notice here that they did by accident show why, right? That is good. That is good. They did show why. What's happening? Perfect for action roguelike seekers wanting challenge without suffering. Moderate enemies. Start with 1 fate point. Each failure plus 1 reset on victory. Difficulty doesn't affect item drops and content generation. Perfect for hardcore gamers craving a grilling trial and adrenaline rush, threatening and easy. You notice how they always threaten you with increased health. It's my favorite. I call this the Path of Exile special. Take on increased difficulty for increased reward. Not once did they talk about difficulty. Not once. They can't. They actually cannot. I challenge you to listen to a talk from the Path of Exile people and listen to how many times they use the word challenge and difficulty. And imagine that they told you what that was every time. The game would not work. The facade would leave, right? Because every time they would tell you increased HP, the enemy is spongier, right? And the numbers go up, but they cannot tell you that. It's a facade. It's a parlor trick. Difficulty doesn't affect how items drop in content generation. Let's just go normal for now. Somebody remind me to change this after we know how to play, please. Simplified controls for easy to normal difficulty. This is very cute. This is very cute. Also, letting the player know that they can change it at any time is very important. I did notice that it said that at the top. I'm the slickest hacker. Relax, this is our training server. Zero heat. Lost? Newbies always are. Called me a newbie. The UI changed somehow. Okay. I'm hitting up and it's jumping. Let's turn that off. Some people like it. I think people like, especially from platform fighter players, we always turn that off. I feel. Do you guys see up to jump? Jump. Okay. Casual mode preset. Simply jump down. Let's just turn this off. Gamepad aim assist. Do you guys see it? Where is it? Left joystick jump. Ah, thank you. Here we go. It's annoying because they're going to get so much free value today. And if you guys are sneaking in here from Neon Abyss and you have met me in the past and we have talked in person, and you guys get value here, you give flowers, right? Give the people that help you out flowers. I'm sick of this industry trying to hide it and think we all did it solo. That's all I ask. I really like old school. In a lot of old school games, you would have to land on a platform. There's a lot of little details here you don't even notice. You would have to land on a platform and then down jump to go under it, right? You have to land, down jump to go under it. Here, being able to hold the down jump in the air and go through it is actually really good. Are these the same enemies from the first game? Wait, did I boot up the first game by accident? Wait, I thought it had dynamic jump. Oh, it does. It's just not a big difference. I see. Magic artifact. These can be activated and most of them consumes crystals. Repair ticket. Magic artifact. Upon use, consumes crystals, summons a ladder. Oh, we're about to get all Moselina up in here. Oh god, here comes the follower train already again. Look at all the cool stuff. I have 4 followers already. Soul Forged Weapon. The mighty weapon jointly forged by Black Dog and Colossus. Each can be upgraded. Hold to vaporize them into soul shards. Release black mist, marking enemies hit. Wisps prioritize attacking marked enemies, dealing area damage. Cool. Okay. I'm seeing a couple things where we're leveling up a little bit. It looks like we have tags. So I think they're starting to understand that, which hopefully means some type of synergistic stuff going on. I wonder if they're just showing the good stuff first or something. Attacks unleash blade waves with flight distance determined by charge duration. More eggs increase the blade waves count. Notice that they do have vaporize here, and it is gamified. Gamers don't like to leave things behind. Careful, you might hurt yourself. You can enable free aim throw in settings. Use them to blast the stone. What was that? Everything very juicy. That was always their strong point. The eggs hatch cute Hatchimals, but not every time. Here we go, dude. You can remap controls in the settings screen at any time. They do have a lot of settings and stuff already. Very nice, right? Hyper Lightbreaker could never. To them, this is the future. But don't worry, they heard your community feedback and they're gonna add settings. All right, here we go. I am such a sucker for the purple, man. I am. It works. It works. Craftsmanship. Each time you gain a soul shade, I'm guessing this is like our whale bonus, jump-starting identity. Each time you gain soul shades, your faith will increase. What the hell is faith? What the hell is a soul shard? Guess we'll find out. Crystals. All right, let's go chop some people up. Oh, is that my auto-targeting doing that? That's kind of awkward. Wait, are they gonna leave these crystals on the ground? Wait, this is such an old school mistake. I can already oh no. What's going on in our character? This is how the game shows power in this game, is they just put a lot of followers and stuff, so the gamer thinks that there's a lot going on with their build. This is the classic. This is floor 1, yeah. So this is already a blind spot. This is an old school problem that was tackled about 10 years ago. Guys, can you tell me when Gungeon and stuff came out? Like how many years ago? Jeez. What is happening? 2016. This is your character's floor 1? Yes. Is that a xenomorph? 10 years. 10-year-old blind spot. Every time you take damage, we call it creating chores for the player. Unnecessary chores. Every time you take damage, damage. Ooh, damage. It's French. Drop an egg. Well, I don't want more eggs. What is this, brunch? While at death's door, you additionally receive 6 silver eggs. Is this a joke? All eggs from golden chests are doubled in quantity. What? Holy God, what the mook is happening? I feel like they're watching the stream and joking around. I feel like they're playing a social experiment. Maybe there's something we don't understand. Is there a setting to reduce eggs? That's your power. Is this, are you sure this is the sequel? I could be wrong. Could somebody, did the title say 2? Wait, no, I don't even think. Gain 2 silver eggs. Holy God. trying to compete with Astra's six-sided paperwork. They're like, oh, you have 150,000 keywords? Say less. Watch our eggs, bruh. I'm dead, bro. This is peak. Awakening Hatchimons may drop keys. Are they trying to brute force synergy so that the player cannot not see it? Gotta catch them all. I feel no identity to anything because it's now just a ball of chaos. I think every mechanic is from the first game so far too, including the enemies. I could be wrong. I didn't even see this guy. I thought he was a follower. This feels like a game from 10 years ago. This feels like pre-Revita, like, dude, like we live in a world with like ants took my eyeballs now. Yo, Omni, what's up? And guys, we're just having fun, man. If you think this looks sick, please, we're not yucking your yum. We're just talking about design here. Charging at right moment consumes all hearts and shields to summon the reusable blood servant. Weapon is enhanced when at death's door. Ah, yeah, you can see that they have a blind spot here of creating a lot of chores for the player. Again, this is about a 10 to 15-year-old blind spot. Your other devs that you guys copy, your Dead Cells and stuff like that, they went through this learning process so that future devs don't have to fall in that hole. We saw them live throughout early access go through this process and learn why it's bad and pioneered and taught us, and we still fall in the hole and we say we'll listen to the community. Nobody remembers that update? Oh wait, because we don't have time to digest the market. Maybe we should hire someone, publishers, developers, that have time to digest the market so we don't do the same dumb mistakes that other games fell into for us to learn from. Just maybe, or maybe I'm full of crap. Just maybe. Just maybe. But I feel like I'm the crazy one for saying something. Esty is just full of himself, right? We're gonna change the conversation. This guy must be full of himself. As long as they don't have to talk about the message and the truth, and we'll just change it, sleight of hand, right? Oh, let's just talk about Esty. Oh, you have a stupid haircut, right? We'll change the conversation. Instead of take responsibility. Devs, we do not learn from each other. We learn the wrong things. We have learned about the chore. They went through this and did many reworks because of the blind spot and learned and taught us. What the hell is happening? What is going on? What is happening? Ants was phenomenal, it just didn't have the replayability. That's where a lot of these good roguelikes land, is that they're good, but they didn't know how to create replayability. Is there a chance that this is one? I am starting to question it. Was that a boss fight? I don't even know. Is it the same item? Why are they not grabbing? Why are they not grabbing? Oh, it's the... You have to do it at the end? And then they're gonna make me walk back and grab it, right? What is this? Can somebody tell me what's happening here? Go to the market, you'll be mad rich? Yo, what's up with the egg thing? What's happening? Farmers are eating good right now. Dealing weapon damage to enemies may create ice spikes. Digital squares. Oh god. Neo, the Matrix has you now. So what I'm trying to show you guys is this shows me enough about the development team. So I can tell a lot about the development team, not by their sparkles, how they sell a game or anything like that. You see it through their fundamentals. Right? Somebody shows up and they want to be on your NBA team, you're going to tell right away with how they dribble the ball, how they control, right? Where are their fundamentals? It's the same when I went to music school and you sit down at the piano. They can already tell so much by my first couple of keys, right? It's the same thing here. These blind spots are so basic and so old, and we're not learning. We're not learning. I want to remind you guys that I talked to these guys about 10 years ago in person. We refuse help. We refuse it. We don't want to learn. At least it feels like that to me. It feels that way. I'm not saying that's true. Did you see the woman in the red dress? Look again. Freeze it. You see, Neo, if you are not one of us, you are one of them. Bro, The Matrix is one of the coolest movies of all time. Rip Mouse. F in chat for Mouse. There's a second game. I don't know. I'm gonna ask you, if you didn't know the title, what game would you think this is? I feel like that's a more engaging question. F Mouse. He was such a homie. I'm so glad we looked at this, because I went in with open arms, but I also went in smart enough to know that, like, I probably wasn't gonna get proved wrong here. I always go into a game hoping that I'm just gonna learn and, like, be surprised, but... Oh, thanks for another egg. After today, we will not be playing this game again. I just want to let you guys know that. I've never been so uninvested. More eggs. I feel like this is a joke. I feel like it's a sick, like, social experiment. I'm not trolling. I do feel like it's a social experiment. Notice how I haven't looked at, like, my build once, because I don't feel anything. I just don't care. What is fast travel? We haven't learned from our predecessors that this is, like, we're past this. Wait, can you even fast travel in this game? Wait. Oh, it's the old school. Did they just make the first game, go to sleep in a time chamber, not learn one thing, and then came back out of the time chamber and said, let's slap 2 on it and make it again? updated shopping mechanic. Do you want to buy more eggs? Dude, your eggs lost all identity in the tutorial. Oh my god, what is happening? I feel like this is a social experiment to see like what the consumers will eat. I feel like this is like Super Size Me. Why am I fighting the same enemies? This guy's dropping eggs. Egg. I don't know what's happening. I would have stopped playing already. If I wasn't turning into something formal, like to teach people, I would have. Chat knows I would just turn it off instantly. I'm enduring it because there's things to learn here, and I do the dirty work not based on my emotions or whether I like something. There's a homework to do here. There's a lot to learn from. I'm learning here how we don't spot blind spots. I'm learning here how the developers and designers and teams don't listen to the community. I'm learning here how we can do something wrong and touch a hot stove for years, and the next dev and designer will come and touch the hot stove. It's astonishing to me. And that's what I'm learning here, because I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief. This is why I created a business around it. I'm in disbelief how like ignorant we are. Hey, Mod, sorry, I was also gonna ask you guys, there's a couple reactions I want so I can respond to certain things. There is a meme going around for White Lotus 2 in the last episode. It was pretty phenomenal. And you can see it's a popular meme now, and that actor is looking at his friend because his friend is telling him a story, and he's like trying to hold it together, but he's also in disbelief. He's like this. He's like trying to be a good friend and hold it together, but it's like, there's a meme going around that picture. I need that for the stream. I need that. I need that. What's wrong with it? I wouldn't be able to. It depends like what kind of gamer you are and how deep of design you can see. I wouldn't know where to start with you, unfortunately. I respect the question though. But if you're really interested in finding out that answer, stick around. I don't know what's happening. What do you want me doing? Am I hitting him? I am. Is there a dash? There's not, right? You guys want to know a version of this game that's like really good and like 1,000 times better? You could probably get it for a couple dollars on sale. Fury Unleashed. Drop more eggs. Please stop giving me eggs. Brunch is over. Why do I not pick up these coins? I walked over this coin twice. Did I not? Huh. Not being able to teleport is astonishing. This is such an old design thing. This is so old school. This right here, what I'm doing right here, this is also about 10 years dated. Not making up a number, like 10 years, I think. This chore that I'm going through right here. Again, games have specifically, popular games, the games that we're copying, have specifically went through these problems, taught us that they're problems and have to be fixed. And we do them anyway. That is the important thing here. I need you guys to see that. Designers, developers, teams. I need you to see how we perpetually do the same thing, but then we'll also launch into early access and say we're listening to you. We've been saying, consumers have been saying this for 10 years, that we do not like blank. Teams will have to battle it, band-aid their games after release, right? Popular games. And then we go and do it 10 years later. We're still doing it. But they're going to tell you that they're listening to your feedback. I don't know what I'm looking at. How do I get out of here? I just want to get out. Wait, there's no portal in the boss room to just leave? Each time you active a gambling machine, your faith meter increases. I just want this run to end. I feel like I haven't made any progress yet. I don't know why. It just feels the same. Are you taking my keys? Can I just hit you through this? Oh. I don't know if we've learned anything. I could have... Surely, right? Surely. They do mini games and stuff really good. That would be like really fun in a good game. So when do you need to place the ladder? Yeah, what was up with that? I thought it was going to lead to some emergence, and I've never seen anything, any item like that ever. Everything is a passive follower. That's so true. I want to revisit the game, Blaze Blue something something. I'm gonna go revisit that. I'm going through the same floor over and over, I feel like. This is deja vu. We've literally done all these rooms already. And we've done 3 floors of it now. I feel like I'm in a rat maze or something. I feel like my character is the same, but more followers. I feel like I'm doing the same. I feel like my brain's disengaged. And I'm just trying to grab why. Well, I know why, but I also want to just grab like how... why we didn't do anything about it. I'm just assuming that entropy. After several attacks, summon lightning bolts to strike the front area. More coins increase the lightning bolt count. Oh, hell no. Wait, why is there no teleport in here? Is it something you have to walk by, or they punish you with board up the tedium? They took the tedium mechanic and then added a mechanic to make it more tedious? No, I need to go to this room real quick. Let me see. There's no shot. There's no shot. They took an outdated mechanic and said, we're gonna have like this Gungeon style teleportation system that Gungeon ran into problems with and had to band-aid. And then said, we should make a mechanic where you have to go touch it. And if they don't touch it, we'll punish them. Oh, what do you want to punish them with, Ted? We'll punish them with tedium. They'll have to walk back here and we'll show them. We'll show them when they have to walk back here. You better not miss this again. Notice that there is a common denominator with their blind spot. Notice that tedium they're blind to. Notice that they leave stuff on the ground you have to come back to. Notice that when chests open, you have to go wait for them to land and then walk around and come back and pick them up, that all games have solved already. Notice that they are a blind spot to tedium. What is a blind spot? They wouldn't do it on purpose. It's this, they haven't learned. Because if they learned, they know that there was only negative things to add here and not positive things. That's why it's a blind spot. We wouldn't hit the car on the side of us on purpose. It's a blind spot. If I knew about it, I wouldn't have hit it. Every developer, every human has blind spots. Your game will have blind spots. This is why writers have editors. Please, guys, please, please, there is answers. Please, there is answers, please. It is for you and me. I am the gamer that's going through this too. It is for me, please. I did your emote? Wait, no, well, also emote's awesome, but I want a big cutout thing that I can like pop up on the stream with the, like I need a PNG or what is it? Like what's it called? It's just gonna like sit over me, you know what I'm saying? How big? So I can just pop it up like over my whole body, over my whole. Kind of like this. Kind of, yeah. I need dimensions. Yeah, I have no idea. Like Gigahead, yeah, like Gigahead. You guys haven't seen White Lotus 2 yet? Consider just having your mouth be live and everything else is different cutouts. You hear a strange noise coming from afar. Oh, is this their minigame thing? Kobe. Kobe. Couple of guys that were up to no good started causing trouble in the neighborhood. Whips can sometimes help you open locked chests. Started causing trouble in my neighborhood. I hear it's good. You know, hot take, and I am enjoying watching the third one, but it is the worst season out of the 3. What is happening? I just want to progress. I have to be interested in the game to be able to enjoy this stuff, so this stuff is actually getting in the way because I'm already furious. All right, let's go. Where's the normal? Oh, wait, that opened. Is this early access? I think it's just an early private look thing. They keep giving me eggs. I feel like this is a sick joke. Stop. The game has no other parlor tricks except the visual spectacle to win you guys over. It's just like the first one. We've learned all the wrong things. Can you explain your build? Well, yes. You see, I'm getting upgraded. This will work because, you see, gamers on today's market love dark meta, right? They want to go to a menu that says you get extra damage, good job. They want to feel progression. So now, if I do that, but I give it to you in something that you can see, they're all gonna fall for it. There you go. Is it about the economy? Maybe can you imagine they're like, yo, eggs are in right now, we need to make a second one. Just take the first game and then we'll just figure it out later what to add. What's with these wisp things? I feel like I know nothing about the game yet. I'm just going through it. I really couldn't explain anything to you of like what's happening. Is that weird? How is the conga line getting longer, but I don't feel anything? I don't feel where I am in this game's journey. I don't feel a beginning, middle, and end. I feel like I'm in a rat cycle. Every room has started the same. I feel like they keep giving me the same item, and every room feels identical, so I'm lost. I feel like I'm in the Severance hallways. I'm noticing that a lot of games adopt this kind of design, and then like broadcasters like start playing it and be like this kind of enemy design and floor design, where it's just like, these guys don't do anything here. They're just kind of like dead. They're just all stuck to this like little floor. I played a lot of games like this. We're gonna be playing Witchfire after this, by the way, and checking out the new update. Another game that loves to break my heart. But we'll try to have some fun with it. I can tell you that it's better than the... I don't mean to be mean. This is the weapon I started this run with, by the way. You're a sucker for punishment. A lot of people have been asking, and I do always have a phenomenal time with Witchfire until it goes downhill very fast and realize a lot of the issues or whatever. But then it, like, the highs are really high. But I also haven't played in like 3 updates, and maybe they're catching their blind spots. I was texting Vault yesterday, and I'm like, did you see the stupid mechanic where they randomly make you go to 1 HP yet and then send an army after you to kill you? And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, don't worry, there was an update, and it shows it shows, oh, don't worry, we don't take you down to 1 hit anymore, we give you 2 hits. You can't make this shit up, dude, in this industry. You really can't. Nobody's learning. We're just all just winging it. Nothing's wrong with the mechanic. People are complaining about the mechanic. They're like, I got you, bro. We're gonna make it more interesting. It's like the old Dead Cells mechanic, right? They're like, damn, how do we make a cool curse system? You know what? Just make it 1 hit, they die. It's all good. Why think harder? They'll eat it. They'll eat anything. They'll eat anything. The bullets or lasers fired by your weapon can pierce through enemy. Make sure you guys touch this. You're gonna have to walk. They're gonna punish you with tedium if you don't touch the teleporter. I'm gonna make a hot statement here. No one in this industry, and yes, I'm generalizing, no one in this industry knows how to create difficulty. No one knows how to do a hard mode. No one. And the best tricks that they have after decades of game design and evolving since like Pong, the best things they've got is to make you one-shot or make the enemy tankier. Let that sink in. Tell me how many times you guys see that. That's the furthest we've gotten. That is the furthest we've gotten. Are they hatching these guys and just giving me flavor text? Is that what's going on? On a serious note, I've been like purposely not paying attention to it, but now I'm curious because it's pretty funny. Hell yeah, at least it's better than Neon. Yeah, where's the ladder thing? In the beginning, they showed this like emergent thing, where they were like, yo, you have a power and you can summon like terrain and stuff. In the tutorial, it's the first thing they teach you, and they've never used anything close. Everything has been a passive so far, and I've been doing the exact same thing, room to room, since floor 1, door 1. I just want us to learn, man, but to learn, we need to accept where we are in reality and see our issues. We need to see that people can touch the hot stove for 10 years and we will still touch the hot stove. Doing this with melee. I wish I could just shoot at this guy. Oh, is the slot machine thing their idea to add random emergence to the boss fight? Oh my god, I wish this game was good. They were onto something there. And people are not going to learn because the game is bad. But they have a beautiful accident there where that's actually a smart idea. It doesn't matter in this game, but somebody could steal it and make that a phenomenal idea. Devs, take note. If I was a developer, by the way, I said this a long time ago, I would be eating up the phenomenal ideas of the games that failed because no one will know the game for that. Not that this is going to fail, by the way. I would eat that up. There was a game called Blazing Beaks a long time ago, right? And I said, why don't devs learn? They always wait for the popular one and they steal that idea so then everyone can call them out. Oh, you just took this from Slay the Spire, right? What about the games that make a phenomenal idea for you, but don't get noticed? You get to use that idea for something better, right? There was a beautiful game called Blazing Beaks back in the day. Everyone would play it, and it was kind of like rudimentary, like the actual combat and stuff, but it was on to good ideas. It had phenomenal enemy identity. It had this beautiful system where you would push your luck, and you could pick up these artifacts that all do negative things, but they give you a score. And then eventually you would see how much you can take on without dying and get to a shop and trade that loot in. And so if you have like 6 points of loot worth, that's big, and you have crazy odds to get a lot of positive things. So they would throw all this positive loot at you, you'd cash it all in. So you'd go through this ebb and flow of taking as much negative stuff as you could because you want to cash that in, and the bigger the number you have, the better the good loot you're gonna get. It was phenomenal, and no one ever used it again because it didn't get popular because the game was rudimentary, right? You guys got to be learning out there, studying. That people are making phenomenal ideas, but they don't know how to use it because their fundamentals are bad. They have the good ingredient in a bad game. Anyway, this boss idea is really cute-ish. At least the core of it. Ow. What happened? Oh, there's like a slot machine thing that's adding attacks to the boss depending on what it lands on. Dealing weapon damage to enemies may summon... Fury? I don't want more Hatchimons, man. Do we go through the chore and see if we can pick up stuff? Is there stuff to pick up? I don't wanna. But again, I'm not trying to give the fish. I'm trying to teach you guys to fish, right? The point that I am trying to make is there is beautiful games out there that don't get known and have beautiful ingredients that we can learn from. But yeah, we're busy learning from the wrong things. For instance, we're making 10-year-old mistakes in this game. Breaks my freaking heart. Let's do a spell rogue run next month, baby. This is a beautiful example of how less could be more, and in most cases in today, less is more. And how more loses all identity. Kind of like Astria. Because any designer, any Joe Schmo, a child, will want to add more and more ridiculous things, right? Anyone can do that. And I've noticed that an expert can do more with less is the actual trick. And I give a lot of credit for Astria Six-Sided Oracle, because if they didn't teach me that, if they didn't show me that, that was a breakthrough I had with them. They gave me that breakthrough. A bag of bad... How are we finding the upgraded Abyss 2.0? Are you part of the dev team? Are you responsible? I want to ask you guys a sincere question. Hey, you don't want to hop on. You don't want to hop on and plug your game. You don't want to hop on the in a private call and talk about the design and stuff a little bit here, do you? By any chance? Figured I'd extend the invite. I could take the praise and none of the criticism. Yeah, no, that's funny. That's hilarious. Smart move, honestly. Yeah, so unfortunately, never mind then. I was gonna see if I can change your guys' world forever, but you should probably help educate the team and help them out and tell them that there's a world to learn here, that they're it's just a blind spot. They can't see it, but if they were to see it, it would change their design forever. But yeah. I tried, chat. We tried, dude. That would have been incredible. I would have just asked a couple of questions, and it would just been so fascinating. I would have paid money for that show. I just want to ask a few questions. I feel like it would be very formal and very informational for us to understand how easy it is to kind of get lost. Launch stars connected by light beams. Jumping, I don't know what's happening. All right. You guys say upgraded. I'm curious what you meant here, and I know you're just advertising and doing your job. Has the team said what their goals are for this upgrade? Like, what are the upgrades, literally? Like, what? I'm curious. And I definitely don't want to hear about graphics. I'm like, mechanically, I guess, or like game-wise, design-wise. I'm curious. You guys have always been very good at, or they have always been very good at stylization. I'm curious what they would say. Oh god, it's one of these. Chat, look. Do you see a common denominator? Do you guys remember the killing floor 3 people that came in here? I'm always happy to listen to your feedback. It'll help make the game better. Do you guys remember our talk before this even happened in reality just now? Do you guys remember how we told the future in the beginning of this stream? Do you know why? I'm not a fortune teller. I cannot tell the future. It's because it keeps happening. I wanted you guys to notice that. We are not getting ahead, and we will keep making mistakes and saying, don't worry though, but we're listening. The community can say, hey, we don't like this mechanic, and the next game will come and say, we don't like this, and the next game will come, and they'll do it too. But they will always tell you we're listening though. Is that true? Now again, this is doing their job. This is normal. This is the culture. Right? This is the culture. This is normal. This is okay. There's nothing wrong here, but there's nothing right. This is unacceptable. This is not unacceptable. This is normal. But as our culture, we need to change this. It is a blind spot for the consumer, and it's a blind spot on them, both. Unique themes across each area. Visually. I'm just saying, chat, we talked about this in the beginning of the stream. How you'll notice that the people making the new Doom take responsibility. But we will now, on today's culture, cover that up with, we can get off responsibility if we say it's up to you. We're listening to you. Don't worry. Notice the common denominators here. Killing Floor 3 just delayed their release and said the same thing. Oh, we're listening to you guys, and now had to delay their release. Let's notice the common denominators here. We're not going to learn. Notice the common denominators. Don't worry. We're listening to community feedback. We got you. You'll make the game better. You'll fix it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Because we had to tell them to add a settings menu. I'll never forget this. This is iconic, and it will never let this down. Don't worry, they're listening though. We didn't know you wanted a settings menu, but we're listening to you. W, right? W team? We're listening to you. You wanted a settings menu? You want sensitivity sliders? Don't worry, we're listening. It's patronizing. But we don't learn. We don't learn. This is not a jab. This is a call for help. This is a plea. Why? Why? If I just keep showing up every day, I'm hoping it'll become so irrefutable that we cannot ignore it. And eventually, it will be so irrefutable that now they have to defend themselves on why, right? There's a point in court, I believe, I don't know what this is called, where once the evidence becomes so irrefutable, it now changes, and you have to prove how that's not true or true, right? It starts with like, well, defend yourself, right? You did this. And now the evidence becomes so big that it turns. That's what I'm hoping this work will do. It's going to be so you cannot ignore it anymore that it's going to be stupid. You're going to have to sell yourself on why you didn't do the work. Why this is a call for help. I just want you guys to see that I'm not a fortune teller. We talked about this morning. It's a turning point. Sorry. Okay, turning point. We don't do it on purpose. We just don't know better. This is not about feedback. This is about leveling up. What happens here is if there's certain blind spots, right? You can get feedback on your dribbling, but you have to go and practice and learn to dribble better. You have to level up, not the person giving the feedback, right? Like you have to. these designers need to take the time to learn from our predecessors in market and not make the same mistakes. They need to level up. This should not be here. These things were addressed 10 years ago. I don't know how this keeps happening every day. And then I gotta be some bad guy. I'm just waiting for this run to end, by the way. And then we'll jump over a different game. I don't know what level you are, but don't worry, there's different themes, is what I was told. Do you guys see how we just market? We don't do anything, we just market. We're very good at marketing. Why? I love the marketing, but can we follow that up with learning how to design, learning and having powerful conversation about gaming, not making the same mistakes as our predecessors? Can we do all that too? As much as we're passionate about learning to market, we're so passionate about learning to market. But soon as it comes to learning and bettering our craft, we run away. That's just dawning on me. We live in a world where we will freely ask other devs for tips on marketing and what I should do with marketing my game, but we shy away at the idea of learning how to make a good game. Why do you guys think that is? We are so passionate about marketing, and we run away from bettering our craft. This makes me sad. It literally makes me sad, man. I almost get like emotional. I don't know why. It's so weird. I've just been a gamer my whole life, and it's just, I feel like I'm in a sick loop. It's funny because I love that answer. It's too much. It's work. Learning is work. Well, guess what? That's just like a big company. You can just pay somebody to do the hard work then. There's an answer for that too. You also don't have to do the hard work. You can just, right? I don't know. There's an answer to that too. Cool. You don't want to do the hard work? Good. You could. Oh, I can shoot through walls. I can just stay over here. Wait, can I just shoot you through the wall? Chat, am I on floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, or floor 4? Pop quiz. And how many eggs do I have, and what are they doing? Another pop quiz. How many... third pop quiz. How many omelets do you think I can make? Sixth pop quiz question. Do you think there's dark meta and that this will get even more simple? How many eggs do you normally put in one? What is the good omelet? Is it 2 eggs or 3? 3 egg? Oh, that's smart. You can tell what floor you're on by counting your average amount of eggs, maybe. And that's how you see progression. 2 eggs. What makes the eggs hatch? I feel like I've actually learned nothing. I couldn't tell you, unfortunately. Not trolling, I really don't know. 3 is greedy. Okay, in this economy, okay, I'm a 2 Andy now for now on, actually. Chat's kind of right. What even hatches? I think they just give you flavor text. I'm pretty sure. Blast Kid. I don't know what's happening. It's okay to eat 4 if you're hungry. Is it healthy to eat 4 eggs in a day? Asking sincerely, I really don't know. Slow down. Where am I? Okay. Can I have identity on the ones that pop? Wait, are you knocking my Pokemon on the ground? Have you guys seen, Fury Unleashed? I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. Ooh, expansive. Nice word. Survey? Oh, hell no. I gave them a couple $100 of value just from this stream alone that I'm not getting paid for. I'm trying. Alright, where's my dark meta? Give it to me! I love their aesthetic. I love the purples. Guys, don't go anywhere. Our viewer count is on brand. Let's go, baby. Where's the meta? Give me my meta! John Wick. From the last thing. Wait, where's the meta? There has to be, right? If you have to eat one thing for the rest of your life, I don't know. I really love sushi. I don't think I would get sick of sushi ever. Really love sushi. Very filling. It's not messy, right? It's like a good gamer snack. You just like shove it in your mouth. Hey, yo. I said what I said. Where the hell's the meta? Like, it's not like chips, right? It's like all over your controller and stuff. Like, is that what this is right here, but I just can't access it? All right. Hell no. Thoughts on the game? It's literally the first game, but now it's infinitely worse because it's been, I don't know, 10 years, 8 years, whatever. And we're doing the same design, so the design is now worse because design goes bad, right? We don't use a phone that's attached to the wall anymore, right? That went bad. Design goes bad. So for them to have the same blind spots now 8-10 years later, it makes it even worse. And to also not listen to the community and not learn from our predecessors that we're learning from, to not learn from our Gungeons and all these games that are obviously inspiring us, and to see what they went through development, because they had to patch poor ideas and poor design, and to have to patch those things, and then we follow the same mistakes is like a spit in the face to our predecessors, so we're not even learning. So it's just, I don't know, man. Whatever. They don't care. I'm not gonna care.